What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Warped Report here on the Autoline YouTube channel. And today we have some stuff to talk about, but there's nothing super hard hitting going on this week. There is one story though that we're going to talk about at the top of this that is really awesome. You know, we covered this a few weeks back when it first started, and it's really cool to see it kind of come to some sort of a fruition. And that is JINJER. They raised nearly $150,000 for Ukraine, through their T-shirt campaign. So for those of you that don't know, JINJER is a Ukrainian metal band, and they started, they put out shirts to raise money for their country, and for people that are displaced, for medical supplies, for food, all that kind of stuff. And it says here, according to Lamgo, that they sold more than 11,000 items, and that's roughly $143,000 raised in total. And there's a quote here that says over 11,000 donation tees sold and 130,000 euros raised in the last few weeks. Your support will not only help so many people in need, but sends a much-needed positive sign that they are not alone. The first donations, totaling 10K, have already been sent to a bomb shelter in Kiev. It's Kiev, right? Because I know that Kiev is like the Russian pronunciation for it, and Kiev is the Ukrainian pronunciation. So I'll say Kiev. Housing and protecting 300 people in a Slovakian humanitarian convoy, collecting urgent medical supplies, food, and clothing to be delivered. 𝗧𝗛𝗪, I think that's how you pronounce it, for refugees from the Kharkiv and Chernihiv region. Sorry, I know Kharkiv and I know Kiev, but some of these other things, I apologize for butchering the pronunciation. Regions who have been hit hard since the war started. More updates on where and who your donations have helped will be posted soon. On behalf of the entire band crew and label and all of Ukraine, we thank you. So that is awesome to hear. I'm so glad to know that that it's paying dividends, and that's really, really cool. And I hope that helps out a lot of people in the process. Moving over, this is pretty interesting. So for those of you that aren't aware of Mailing in the Sons of Disaster, their vocalist Dallas Taylor used to be in Under Oath a long time ago, like 20-something years ago, I believe at this point. And he's in a band called Mailing in the Sons of Disaster. And they haven't played in a while, as noted by this headline here, and they will be doing their first performance in 6 years. And they'll be playing at Furnace Fest 2022, which is scheduled to take place from September 23rd to the 25th in Birmingham, Alabama. And it's their first performance since 2016. And a quote here from the vocalist Dallas Taylor says, "Miracles do exist. I shouldn't be alive, much less be able to function more than a toddler-like stage. I'm so blessed and thankful for everyone that stuck by me and believed in me. This could never have happened without these amazing guys, my family, my bandmates, Brad Lehman, Steve Savas, Jason Todd, and John Longley. Also to everyone that stuck by me and believed in me, I can never thank all of you enough. Hope to see as many of you come and share this moment with us at Furnace Fest." So that's really cool. Mailing in the Sons of Disaster, very much old Southern metal kind of vibe, but hey, they're back on the stage after 6 years. Well, another band's going to be, as they go on the stage, there's a band that's going to be coming off, as well as some other bands, because Isolate Dying has canceled their European tour with Dying Fetus and _. So they were, their tour, 2 Decades of Destruction, featuring support from Dying Fetus and _. They're citing the ongoing COVID situation. So apparently that is still something that's going on for bands traveling internationally, which is interesting because I know that some bands from Australia were able to get here into the United States, including Alpha Wolf and also Polaris. And, but I don't know all the logistics in terms of what is and what isn't okay. I mean, who knows at this point anymore. But it looks like, it says on a brighter note, we are looking to reschedule shows in a lot of the same cities in November or December. So hopefully they can get over there by the end of the year. But that's a big bummer, because I mean, I just, for me personally, I'm obviously not going to be going to any of these shows that's in Europe, but just for _, to be back on stage, I'm wearing a _, shirt right now. So I would love to see them get back on the stage, as well as I Lay Dying, of course. Super Friendly Fest 2022. The lineup has been announced. It'll be taking place September 10th and the 11th at Union Hall in Edmonton, Alberta. And the tickets go on sale March 16th. Let's take a look at some of these bands here. So the 10th, we got Comeback Kid. We got Good Riddance. I've heard of Propaganda. I've heard of. Okay, that's fine. September 11th, we have Protest the Hero, Misery Signals, Calling All Captains. Okay, there's some bands that I've heard of here, but overall, this is not a festival that I would attend. I'll put it that way. But there's some, there's some interesting bands there. Protest the Hero, that makes sense. They're a Canadian band. Misery Signals also Canadian, so makes some sense there. Limp Bizkit have announced a U.S. spring tour featuring support from, now listen to this, there's support from Wargasm UK, Snot, Scowl, Young Gravy, and then a band that I really like a lot, Dying Wish, the hardcore metalcore band signed to Sharp Tone Records. So looks like there's some divvied up support dates here, but the tour goes from April 28th through May the 31st, and so from April 28th to May 15th, it's those are dates with Snot, Wargasm, and Scowl. And then from the 18th to the 26th of May, we have Dying Wish, Young Gravy, and Wargasm. And the last 3 days of the tour, the 28th to the 31st, Dying Wish and Wargasm. So Limp Bizkit taking out Dying Wish. That is awesome to see. That is awesome to see. Next up, Enterprise Earth Within Destruction Sentinels Great American Ghost announce a tour. This is a stacked tour. If you like deathcore, if you like heavy, this is the tour to go to. I'm very excited for this. I think that they're coming near me here. Let's see. They're not. Okay, well, actually, Hartford, Connecticut. That's like the closest date, so that's August 10th. So, yeah, this tour goes from July the 22nd to August 20th. And, yeah, this is going to be a cool show. That Enterprise Earth album, still fantastic. Oh, Enterprise Earth, American Ghost. Yeah, that's a great tour package. And, God Itself, the EP for Joshua Travis. Yeah, we'll be checking that out after this. But, Within Destruction, that's going to be really cool. Sentinels is heavy. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I might go catch that show. It's funny, guys. Like, I don't really go to many shows anymore. I'm going to one on the 27th. But I don't really go to many shows anymore. I just like to stay home, I just do. But for the sake of these bands, this is a lineup that may lure me out of my cave, But also, Upon a Burning Body have announced that they're releasing a new album titled Fury in May through Seek and Strike. It'll be coming out May 6th. 11 tracks here. Doesn't look like there's any features or anything like that, so I'm curious to see where Upon a Burning Body goes. They've always been an interesting band. Nothing that I've been totally crazy about, but I'm curious to see where they go. Have you heard of the band Enox? I have heard of the band Enox. What's up, Grim? How you doing? Upon a Burning Body. Let's see here. Have they released any of these songs yet? Snake Eyes sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. I go sometimes, that Consumer show 1 kilometer away from me. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, Consumer's sick. And actually, this show that we're doing here right now, Glinting, goes on the Out of Line YouTube channel, which is the label that Consumer is on. So they'll be happy to hear that. No, Consumer is sick for sure. We got a couple more things to talk about. This is a relatively short week, but Machine Gun Kelly and Bring Me the Horizon put out a new single titled Maybe. I thought it was a fine song. We listened to it on stream yesterday, and I thought it was okay. It was just kind of like, it just is what it was, it was fine. It was kind of repetitive, and it's like, all right, well, it is what it is. There's really, I don't, like, there was nothing special about it, but it was cool to see that kind of a collaboration for sure. Monuments debut a new song called False Providence. This will be coming. This is off of their fourth upcoming album, In Stasis, which is coming out April 15th. And this track here, they definitely committed to more of like a melodic, softer side, and that's fine. It wasn't for me on this one. I wasn't too big of a fan of this. I actually heard it on Nick Nocturnal's stream. And I didn't put it on our stream yesterday because I had already heard it there. And I just really wasn't that big of a fan of it because, you know, it was definitely a lot softer. So I'm looking forward to some more heavy. But this, speaking of heavy, Extinction AD put out a new album on this past Friday, and they also released a video for their song Culture of Violence. And this was heavy as hell. It is threw down. So if you like heavy, hardcore, this is hardcore. I mean, they just threw down. So if you want something super heavy in that hardcore realm, not like deathcore heavy, but hardcore heavy, you got to check out Extinction AD. But with that does it for this week's episode of the Warped Report. I like I said, not too much going on here, but it's really cool to see, you know, Jinjer's fundraiser campaign going really well. I'm bummed to see that As I Lay Dying's canceling that European tour again. Limp Bizkit taking out Dying, which is really cool. The Enterprise Earth tour looks sick. Machine Gun Kelly collab with Bring Me the Horizon. Very cool for this scene, but overall the song was kind of eh. Monuments wasn't too big on that, but Extinction AD I did enjoy. And yeah, I'm looking forward to everything coming out this week. I know that we're going to be getting some new music this week from 1056, which let's give that a round of applause. And I'm stoked. I have a reaction video ready to go for that, and I hope that everybody enjoys that track because 1056 throws down. But like I said, that does it for this week's episode of the Warped Report. I will see you right here, same time, next week, right here, Out of Line YouTube channel. Till then, peace.